Making our secret hamburger recipe here at Fixing That Up. This is the two first ingredients you're going to be needing. This is Jimmy Dean premium pork sausage hot and some ground beef chuck. That's just two of the same. And let's get started. Alright, the first thing you want to do is when you get your sausage open is squeeze out enough here to make yourself a patty. We're going to be doing 3, but just for demonstration purposes, 1 there, and make sure you make it big enough because this does shrivel down, so about hand size. Alright, when you're making these, remember here, you want to try to make these thin. Not paper thin, but you want to surely get them thin. Alright, on to the next step. Alright, the next step is to cook these and put them in the frying pan and cook these until they are about halfway done. So we will be getting back with you in a little bit.
That's very important.
Cook this here just like you do any sausage when you're cooking it normally. Just cook it, you know, and be flipping it often. Keep it from burning. But remember, we're only going to be cooking these halfway. Okay, a few flips later, this has been cooking on medium heat. It's been 10 minutes. We're going to remove these off of the heat.
10 minutes?
10 minutes on the dot, actually. They are half cooked, halfway done.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to let those cool now. The next step here is while the sausage is cooling down is to get enough meat here to make 1 patty with if you're just going to go 1 at a time. And that's pretty easy. Just ball it up here. You can figure out that a baseball size is usually about appropriate there for 1 hamburger. Going to take that baseball size and split it right down the middle. Now we're going to take half of this, save the other half. Let's get this out of our way, and we are going to press this down thin as we can get it, and we're making a big thin patty here. We're going to do the exact same thing with this one, with the other side, the other half. Okay, now we'll do the other side. Okay, put your sausage right in the middle. Grab your other one and you're going to put that on top. Now just go around the edges, pinching them all together and closed. When you get them mostly closed up all around the edges, you can go ahead and pick it up and you can work it a little bit better. You can pretty much feel the sausage inside, so just go down to where you touch it. Make sure she's all closed up. That one's ready to cook. I'm going to do this with the other 2 hamburgers we're going to make, but this one's ready to go. Alright, after you get done here making your patties, you'll end up, you know, with a couple of small patties or 1, depending on how many you make. Go ahead and get your top of your oven preheating there, and I like to preheat it to around 6. And get you a good cast iron skillet on top of it. Ready for these bad boys. Okay, got our pan heated up. Time to get them in here. This is on 6, and we're going to cook this like this for just a couple of minutes, just to sear that side. We're going to leave it on 6, flip it over about a minute or 2 more, and then we are going to turn the heat down to around 3, which is medium low. We'll go ahead and see if we can stick the spatula underneath these big boys. Give them their first flip. And then we're going to let it cook for a little bit and turn it on down to around 3.
These spices put on there.
Yeah, just added some onion and garlic powder, about a teaspoon. let's say about a half a teaspoon of each, and just sprinkle it on the top. And it is about time now to turn her on down to 3, which we will. Alright, that was one last final flip, and for the last 5 minutes of cooking or so, we're going to put on the top. This will help get the internal temperature of that sausage, make sure good and sure it's up to par. And she's got about 5 minutes left.
This hamburger recipe goes way, way back there to the early 60s.
Okay, time to eat.
This is very important here. You gotta have this pepper. Only.
Give that a little sprinkle all over the top.
And the bottom. Another way of doing this is to put the, mix that in all with the hamburger, the pepper.